Last year you had a pretty severe ankle injury at NCAA's, also suffering from injury over the summer.
Yes.
How are you feeling right now with your health going into the championship half of the year?
So I took a very big amount of time off, and I did physical training for the entire rest of the summer from July all the way to school. The China Invitational we had in Wuxi held by Absolute, and this semester I started doing strength and conditioning lifting at Columbia, and I actually started it last year as well, and I originally declined from doing it because I wasn't sure about if it was going to help me or make it worse. And at the time I was suffering back injuries, and I was told by our athletic trainer, like, it's probably not the safest thing to do. And this time around we were thinking about it, and we're like, honestly, if anything, is just strengthen the joints that we really need to strengthen. And so we went forward with it, and I haven't been able to go as often as some of the other people on the team who also are in the program have been able to because of travel especially. But even though it's only been one semester of me doing it, and even at that, maybe once to twice a week for me, whereas a lot of people are doing it twice a week, in that one semester I've already seen a massive difference in the strength that I have and ability to be more explosive, and it's certainly helped my fencing. I've obviously had to approach things differently, as is with any change really, but I really think that it was a change for the better.
And it definitely shows in your physique. You're physically better. You look more powerful in your fencing. What are you feeling?
It's an interesting question, definitely.
Because of course the trade-off is sometimes speed, right, with that added mass.
Right. So usually I kind of use my ability to move sparsely, because I usually don't have much control over my ability to run, and it's strong for sure. I used it a lot, but it's one trick pony is in that sense. If I use it once, I get exhausted, or I don't really know how to control myself with it. Now, with obviously it's not a huge difference, but I am more in control of my explosiveness, my ability to be explosive in and out the box, and also my stamina is improved, which is the big thing. Usually at the end of a long day at a NAC, even a junior NAC like this, I'll I'll usually get 1 or 2 cramps, and then I'll have to drink extra water, roll myself out. But today, for example, I feel pretty fit. I could have gone for another bout or two if I had won my top 8 or had the opportunity to fence more. I feel physically more ready to tackle the situation ahead.
And you talked about how the injury really benefited you tactically because it forced you to take a break from actual fencing and instead refocus on the parts that you could do with an injury. How now are you seeing those gains kind of come into effect?
So prior to myriad of injuries I've experienced, I definitely, like I mentioned before, I play more of a physical game. I have a generic athletic base. I'm fast and I'm agile, and I can move here and there pretty often. So I used that on my advantage, and I had some technical skill, for sure, definitely, but it definitely wasn't my standout feature. But with the injury, now I had to focus a lot more on technical, not only with Bill, my coach at home, but also with Aki, Spencer L., who I've taken lessons more frequently with this year. And so together, it's been a cumulative effort to kind of upgrade my fencing. So I wouldn't say stylistically I've changed much. It's definitely still the same basics, same kind of core idea of fencing that I've been doing forever. But now it's just we're being more all around, not just kind of being one side of kind of a dice per se.
Awesome. Well, you're fencing then in the Div 1 event?
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Correct. 2 days.
All right, 2 days. We look forward to seeing it.
Awesome.
Thanks, Calvin.
Thanks so much.